If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine. If it wasn't for fun, life couldn't survive. He is the one that we need, like the sunshine.
I'm a mystery, the mist don't mean shit to me. I come from the rain, but that's just some ancient history. A savior was born when God created spores. Find me on the end of your stick like you're making s'mores. Symbiotic exchange, yeah, we save resources. The flow's balanced, it allows us all to stay in orbit. Psilocybin, I can show you where the sacred source is. Make your spine stand up like a stegosaurus. I'm the reason that your lungs are breathing. Whether or whether not you wanna believe it, I eat you in.
What's happening, everybody? So I made this last night. It's my fidget spinner. Well, it's missing its guts right now, but I don't like how this came out. After I uploaded the video, I could see all the lines and the defects in it. And yes, I could clean it up, but that's going to be a ton of work. Not to mention the flashing inside here and around the edge, in between here. So I think I'm remelting it. So we are going to bring it up to, this is the temperature in Fahrenheit. That's just past the melting point. We're going to bring it up about 100 degrees or so above the melting point. And so what we're going to do now, we got that set. Watch how fast this thing climbs. Now that's not the temperature of the crucible inside, that's the temperature of the thermocoupler that's inside. So what I did is I took 2 more imprints. Here's one of them. See, that one's going to have a little bit of flashing inside, which isn't a big deal. Decent imprint. I took 2. And I took the other one and just put it in my toaster oven over here. I heat up my casting flasks to a little over 200 degrees. Petrobond sand, somebody else told me that's going to break down your Petrobond. No, it doesn't. The oil doesn't begin to break down in that casting sand until it reaches somewhere around 400 degrees. So I like to warm up my casting flasks. One thing you notice, I mentioned this to other people in the community that also like to pour silver. There's no vents. Absolutely none. Look how thin this thing is. Now that side's a little thicker, but it gets real thin here. And the silver still flows through. And less cleanup later. Now, I will once in a while vent. If I tried this a couple of times and it didn't fill the cavity, then yeah, I would start putting vents in there. But yeah, there's no vents in that. So you'll see when I open up my other flask, after I pour the silver in it, you'll see no vents. It'll fill the cavity. Shouldn't have too much of an issue. And then from there, it's just a little bit of cleanup, cutting it off the sprue, Now, ultimately, the success of the pour all depends on the cavity you get. See a little dark spot there? That could be an issue. The other dark spot on the top set of cards there, that could be an issue. That dark spot there, that's going to be an issue, 100%. That's going to be a chunk of silver that I'm going to have to grind out. It's a part of the process. But getting a perfect casting, it's not always that easy. It's extremely tedious and time-consuming work. Getting a good casting, a good imprint in your sand, is just as important as your ability to clean up afterwards. So, we're up to 1300 degrees right now. Once it reaches 1945, I'll give it an extra 5 minutes for the crucible inside to catch up, and I'll take it from there. Now, I'm going to be doing other fidget spinners in the future also. Now, what I'm going to do is tear these apart, rip the bearing out of it, and the bearing from each fidget spinner will go into the silver spinner. So I can't cast bearings, obviously. Maybe I'm sure I actually could, but it's not worth the time and effort. That would be a huge pain in the balls to build bearings out of silver. But yeah, so I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more fidget spinners coming out later. Once I get a good casting of this and build the fidget spinner, this is a one and done because I won't have a bearing for it. But yeah, these bearings are different size than what's in there, so I can't strip the bearings out of this for that. Yeah, I don't think I can. I haven't tried. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Hold on. Alright, let's roll. Gloves and grab the flasks out of my oven, which is something most people don't say. This is the other imprint that I got. A little warm. Turning the temperature back down to 0. All right. One thing I forgot to do is heat up my tongs here, but I'm only doing one pour. It's not going to cool down the rim too fast. One quick dump. Let that cool off for just a moment, and then we'll see what I got inside. It's gonna smoke like hell. I'm just gonna shut the door here. Hope the exhaust fan that I got running here does its job. Actually does a pretty good job at exhausting all the smoke out. The room I'm in is pretty small. That flask is hot. I just grazed it with my knuckle. A little hotter now than it was when I pulled it out of the oven. Got a good look. Yeah, you can see all right. I didn't mean to drop it like that. Got the gap in all three spades. Very well, so far no flashing. I know there's going to be a little bit inside this hole here though. Not nearly as much as it had my last attempt. And I think I knew it was going to happen last time and I still poured it. I just created about 2 hours less work for cleanup between the two attempts. So I'm happy. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Cool it off. Hold on a second. Got my vibratory tumbler right behind me. Just drop this in it because it's still filled with water, but yeah, I got cleaning up to do. But all the detail is there. And I don't have a big chunk of metal in between over here anymore. And I don't have half the circle filled in over here anymore. So this is going to turn out sweet. Alright. I'll have another video uploaded shortly. And hopefully, well, yeah, it's going to be this thing spinning. I still got to pour the two caps though. You know, the things that you would hold on to while you're spinning it in your fingers. I got to pour those out and make them fit each other. So that's going to be interesting also. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge getting two caps to fit together. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Much love, everyone. I'll talk to y'all soon. So this is where I got to be careful. Getting the bearing set in the center without making the hole too big. Because if I make that hole just a little too big, the whole project's ruined. So, right now, see right in there? That's what I'm working on. You can... I got to get that little lump out, but I can't take it down too far. So close. It starts... Nope, not that side. It starts to set down in there. It actually sits in there a little bit. and that hole is beveled. The top side right now is a little bit bigger than the bottom side, and so is the original. So bearing gets pressed in as long as I don't screw it up. Alright, well, I got it cut off the sprue. And I'm going to finish cleaning that up right up there where I cut it off. I'm going to clean it up on a little bit on the inside of the spades. I don't know what that spot is there, but I'll get that cleaned up. And from there, I'm going to throw it in the tumbler for a little while, get a polish on it. And I just about got the center done, although I'm going to wait to finish that because I don't know if tumbling it is going to have any kind of effect on the fit of the bearing. So it's getting there. It's going to look great when I'm done. And if it don't, I'll melt it and do it again. Can't even tell where the sprue came off. Yeah, I know it still looks a little rough, but I ain't done. Alright, well, this is the part where my phone begins to run out of storage, so I have to upload what I got. So, in the next video, we're going to see a functional fidget spinner. Much love, everyone. I'll talk to y'all soon.
If it wasn't for